It's, yeah.
Is it countdown?
No countdown. It just says live. It says, do you want to tag Patricia Saller in this video?
You're live. That means they can hear you. Are we live, y'all? Hey, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm LaTanya Martin with Grand Style Homes, and this is your Real Estate Minute. Just want to talk a little bit about this morning to some home buyers. So if you're thinking about buying a home or in the process of buying a home, just want to give you a few tips. Now, these tips that I'm going to give you are some of the same tips that we teach at our monthly home buyer classes that we do. So we do home buyer and home seller classes monthly. So it just sort of changes which one that we do. And for our home buyers, we give them a home buying guide. And we also, once we meet with you, we talk to you and tell you the steps of buying a home, as well as some of the do's and don'ts in this process. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Some of the things we do not want you to do when you decide you're ready to buy a home. First of all, if you are pre-approved or your credit score is where it needs to be, congratulations, because that's just one great step towards becoming a homeowner. All right. Now, when we teach our home buyer classes, we talk about the do's and don'ts of home buying. And I'm going to go through this particular sheet that I have is from Layra with First Community Mortgage. And then we also have one, like I said, that's inside of our home buyer guide. So I'm going to sort of toggle from both of them because a couple of things that's on one is not on the other. But I want to just go through and break down some of the things that we don't want you to do. And we sort of try to remind you these things too, because once you're under contract, you sort of get a little bit excited sometimes, and some of these things sort of pop up, and it may cost you not to be able to buy. So we want to go over these things. First thing is, don't spend the money you have saved for your down payment or closing. So there is a lot of great grants and great grant programs available for those who are first-time home buyers. A first-time home buyer is someone who has not purchased a home in the last 3 years. There's some great programs, but there will be some money or some funds that you will need outside of those $15,000 or the 3.5% or whatever you get towards your down payment and closing. There will be some out-of-pocket expenses. Some of those being your earnest money. All right, so you need some earnest money. Your home inspection. A home inspection is not anything that's mandatory, but as a realtor, whether you're buying new construction or the existing home, I say it's great to have a home inspection so that you know what's going on with that property. It may be a 15-page report that may scare you to death, but some of those items may be minor. All right, so they're just going to go through that home and tell you what works and what doesn't, what needs to be fixed, and what you may want to have a professional look at. All right, so your home inspection as well as your appraisal. There may be one or two lenders that will include the appraisal, not up front, have you not paid up front, but most do have you paid up front now, especially with the regulations and laws that there are now for lenders as well. So there is some upfront money, and that amount may vary. All right.